Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back in the garage working on the M2. We're just gonna do a little bit of super easy DIY mods to the car. We're actually going to be doing the reflector delete in the front. Now, this should be something that's super easy to do. So let's get into the tools that you're gonna be needing to do this DIY. All right, so just a couple quick tools that we're going to need. Obviously, here we're going to need the paint match reflectors that we're going to be installing on the car. These are from I&D. I'll leave the links down below in the description to those products if you want to check them out. We have a breaker bar since I'm going to be doing this wheels off. You don't have to take the wheels off the car, so if you don't have access to a jack or a lift or anything like that, you can still be able to perform this with the tires on the car, but in my case, we're just going to be taking them off because it's super easy. Torque wrench, socket, a couple of different pry tools here just to go ahead and be able to aid in getting that off, and then a 10 mil socket. We only need to take off one, and we'll get into that. And then, of course, a heat gun to help get the reflector off of the car because it's stuck on there with tape. All right, so got the wheels off, getting into it here. The first thing that we're going to do is we got to remove this little push clip and then just this 10 millimeter. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. All right, so now that those two pieces are off, we can go ahead and just peel the bumper kind of away from this inner lining. You can kind of see, I know it's hard, there's like a little clip here. And you just pull that back, and there should be a couple of them. The top one, sorry, there. And now you can pull it back and be able to see that reflector in there. There it is right there. All right, so the next part, we're going to go ahead and start heating up the reflector to help remove some of that adhesive. So we're just gonna grab our little heat gun and get going on that. So once we've heated it up a little bit, then you're just going to start prying it away. A little bit more heat. All right, so now that we have one side away from the bumper here, I'm just gonna get in there with a little pry tool and help kind of relieve some of that stuff. Boom. Now pull it out. Boom, there you go, just like that. And as you can see on here, there's still a little bit of 3M tape or 3M adhesive stuck on the inside. So we want to make sure that we go ahead and get that 3M adhesive off of there, because the replacement, the paint match one that we're putting on, also has a 3M tape. So we just want to make the surface as clean as possible so that way the new one has a chance to bond on there. And what I use for that, I just use this little pry tool to kind of get in there, see, and scrape off some of that stuff. And then I just take a little bit of panel prep spray and get in there and just make sure that that surface is completely clean. there's a little bit of tape still left on there. Cool, now it's all clean, we can go ahead and install the next one. So these come with the tape already installed on them. You just have to pull off this little piece of tape. And we can get to work mounting the new one in the same spot. Now what you want to do is get this front edge lined up, because then you can kind of push this, like the inner fender, in towards that, get it all stuck on there, so that way there's no gaps or anything like that. Want to kind of try to get your fingers in there, make sure it's super seated in there and that there's no gaps, but that looks good. So now that it's all installed, looking good, we can go ahead and start putting things back together. Remember to just kind of push this bumper back into place. There we go. Just double check. Cool. Now we can put the 10 mil bolt and that little push pin in there. So just a quick reminder that if you did take your wheels off, don't forget to torque it back down to factory specs. I believe it's 103. I'm gonna do 105 just for the sake of it. So there you have it, guys. Reflector delete, all taken care of, pretty easy mod. In total, it took me, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes to do both sides, but man, it just looks so much better. Getting rid of that orange reflector. Now, granted, the car is already kind of like a reddish orange, but in my opinion, makes it look so much better. Say hi to the M3 back there. We haven't brought in too much content on the M3, but we will here very soon. So there you have it, guys. That is going to wrap up our video for today. Quick little easy DIY mod on the M2 there. It only took me, like I said, about 30 minutes to do both sides. It would probably even take less if you didn't take the wheels off. Again, it just depends on if you have the tools to be able to facilitate you taking the wheels off, obviously. But a couple $100 ties in the exterior of the car really well, gets rid of those nasty orange reflectors. Let me know what you think about the mod down below in the comment section of today's video. Other than that, like I said, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.